Well, you know, some fear that these short-term disruptions could mean long-term repercussions, especially for students. On your side's Jeff Vallen is talking with a family in St. Johns County tonight who say one particular cancellation is putting some Florida students at a disadvantage.
My top choices right now are Harvard and Yale.
Jordan Harrow has been working all school year on a science project she hoped to present at Florida's State Science Fair later this month.
Trying to combat the negative effects of pesticide runoff on organisms that are not targeted initially.
A project she hoped would help achieve her university aspirations. But she and her peers got heartbreaking news last week.
The fair was canceled and no alternative solutions would be provided.
Canceled amid coronavirus fear. She says other states are coming up with alternatives.
In one of the states, they put together a virtual fair in around 36 hours, so it's definitely possible.
Jordan says putting her and the rest of her Florida peers at a possible disadvantage with a long-term ripple effect.
Not having the opportunity to put awards from states on your college applications definitely could affect your chances of getting into colleges.
You talk to a lot of the parents and see the amount of time that these kids have put in.
Hoping for an even playing field with science students elsewhere, but so far, no fair. And that might really be no fair.
Emails for the directors and everyone in charge, and I emailed and didn't receive any response.
In St. Johns County, Jeff Vallen, First Coast News, on your side.